Got Benchmark Company Managing Director and Senior Semiconductor Research Analyst, Cody Acree. Cody, so just give us sort of your first blush, top line, big picture reaction to these NVIDIA numbers.
Well, Julie, I thought it was a strong number really across the board. I think the gross margins coming in at 73.5% is key. I think that was a level threshold that they had to hit to keep investors even modestly happy. The guidance for gross margins at 71% is a little concerning. I think that's indicative of more pricing pressure, more competition from AMD, and more price sensitivity at their customers as they're investing their own dollars to create their own ASICs. And so I think that's just the future that NVIDIA has to live in. But demand for their products looks to be extremely strong, and that's really going to be the key for NVIDIA going forward.
Cody, I'm curious, conference calls coming up. If you had the chance to ask Jensen Huang a question or two, what would be top of mind off this print?
It's what is the investor appetite for diversity around both their internal ASICs as well as the competition's AI products from AMD and others. I think that is going to be key for investors going forward. That is obviously going to be key to their gross margins and the long-term spending split at their customers.
Cody, this first quarter guide for gross margins rightly in focus. Do you think this is the low point for NVIDIA's fiscal year and these margins ramp up from here?
I think it is. I think Blackwell comes in with higher margin contribution, and Blackwell's really just getting started, and then we head into Rubin next year. And so I think that NVIDIA has better margins ahead, and that their software-based, their CUDA-based platform is a key enabler of all of that, and that with their networking emphasis continues to drive margins higher.
The company also, just going through some of the CFO commentary from Colette Kress here, talking about that $11 billion of Blackwell architecture revenue in the fourth quarter. They call that the fastest product ramp in the company's history. And Cody, the consistent message from NVIDIA ever since they introduced Blackwell is that they would be making even more of it if only they could make it fast enough. So when do they get to that full capacity, and what is that going to mean for revenue?
I think full capacity is always a moving target, as the industry has shown. We've got Meta, Microsoft, Google, and Amazon that have continually increased their CapEx budgets for 25 and are expecting even higher numbers for 26. And so I think that's a moving target. TSMC is ramping their leading edge capacity as fast as possible, and NVIDIA is absorbing the majority of that globally. And so I think that, again, that's going to be a moving target, and NVIDIA with their leading edge is just going to be chasing that demand curve.
Cody, fresh trade tensions now between U.S. and China. What does that mean for NVIDIA looking ahead?
It's unfortunate that NVIDIA gets the leading impact of this trade tension, but it just marks and highlights their leadership in the industry and how important they are to the AI movement. I think that this will haircut some of NVIDIA's opportunity in China, but they have shown that demand globally for their products is exceeding their own capacity to supply. And so I don't think that it impacts the numbers materially on a global basis, because there is more demand than there is availability.
Cody, appreciate that instant analysis, sir, and our thanks to, of course, Brian Sides as well. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Sure.